You know, he was the first Michigander to complete the Triple Crown of open swimming. It's a big deal. And he hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. As part of Bryan's big swims, Bryan Huffman spends a ton of time in the water. And he does it all for a really good reason, to help kids learn how to swim. Yeah, and it's still time for an update as Bryan has Lake Superior in his sights. Welcome back to the Morning Mix, Bryan.
Hey, thank you for having me on.
I love talking this. First of all, I just love what you're doing, and it's all happening in the past few years. Talk about the origin of this. Just a few years ago, you decided to start tackling these big bodies of water.
Yeah, I'd had it as a goal for a long time of thinking about swimming the English Channel, and so kind of during COVID in 2020, I decided, well, I might try to give this a try, and trained for 2 years. And in October of 2022, I swam across the English Channel.
I had a social distancing joke there. I'm just saying. I mean, there's nobody out in the water. It's open water.
No, you're out by yourself. Yeah,
plenty, more than 6
plenty
feet.
of distance. Yeah,
right. So you started doing this. You got the Triple Crown, and I love the reason behind it, and that is teaching kids how to swim.
You got it. So after I had done England, I thought I wanted to kind of incorporate fundraising with the swimming. And I had read about a lady named Vicki Keith from Canada who swam all 5 Great Lakes in 1988 and raised $1.2 million for swim lessons for disabled kids in Canada.
Okay.
And so I thought, what better cause than swim lessons for kids? Drowning is the #1 cause of death in kids age 1 to 4, and second behind car accidents in kids age 5 to 14. The Aquatic Center in Holland, where I train, has a great program for kids swim lessons, and they have a foundation that helps raise money to help support that. And so I've partnered with them, and we've been raising money the last few years to help pay for swim lessons for kids who can't afford them.
And thank you for doing that, Bryan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for putting that into practice. I got to be honest, it's one of the, maybe you're like me, maybe we're cut from the same cloth. I feel like everyone should have that skill. Like every person should have the skill to learn how to swim.
Yeah, in West Michigan, we're the Great Lakes state. I mean, everybody's going to be around water.
Right.
And Lake Michigan is the deadliest lake in the world. About 100 people die each year in Lake Michigan.
Let's see.
From drowning.
Okay, so swimming is important.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
Not to mention just fun, recreation to do. How many people have done this? So we got Superior?
Yep,
That's
so just did it actually in August.
So Superior's here.
Yeah,
okay,
August.
let me see. All right, we're going to see you in action. So when I see you doing this, just like lap after lap, what is going through your mind by like the 4th hour of doing that?
There's lots of things. Everybody asks that, but I've got a track with the boat that's helping to lead me across. So part of it is just making sure I'm the right distance from the boat.
Okay.
I'm constantly trying to correct my stroke to be better. But yeah, you have lots of time to think about all kinds of different things.
You must have a fantastic playlist.
Yeah. Most of it is, when is this going to be done?
Do you listen to music or anything? You have like...
I don't actually.
So you're in your headspace that entire time.
You got it. Yeah.
Wow. All right. How do you do something like this? Like, do you just show up to the side of the lake and say, I'm going to start doing this? Or do you have to like contact someone?
Yeah, there's a ton of logistics involved. So if you want to do an official swim, you need an observer. There's a group called Solo Swims Ontario out of Canada that does the observing for the Great Lakes. Okay. So we had an observer come from Toronto, stay with us, and then there's a whole team of people we assemble. So we need a big lead boat. I have 2 smaller boats that go with me, so I need people to drive those boats, people to take care of feeding. It's kind of like planning an Everest expedition.
Cow. So it's not just pulling up and hopping in the water.
It's not just me. I have a team of like at least a half a dozen people, a lot of times a dozen people that are there helping to help get us across.
Well, let me ask you a really basic question since we saw you there swimming across Lake Superior. How's the water?
We had great conditions for Superior. I was envisioning it was going to be terrible. The water temperatures I was seeing the week before were 47 along the shore and warmer in the middle. But we had 58 to 62 the whole way across. So that was as good as I could have expected.
Great
for
temperature.
Superior.
And how far did we swim?
So it was about 21 miles.
Okay, yeah. So I don't care how warm the water is. I'm not doing that.
You get cold after a while.
21 miles.
And that's part of the training is cold water adaptation training so that you can survive the cold for that long. And
Are you spending time in ice baths?
Yes, actually.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's not the most fun part of training.
My goodness. So here we are. What's the next? I mean, holy cow, we got to get them all, right? Like Pokemon.
You got it. The goal is to do all 5 Great Lakes. So I did Erie last year. I had an attempt at Huron this year that we were 4 miles short.
I'm still bitter about that. And I wasn't even in the water.
Yeah. So the goal is to go back into Huron next year, Lake Ontario, and then Lake Michigan will be the last one. And
Yes.
I'm hoping to do all 3 next year, although that'll be hard to fit them all in just with weather and needing recovery between them.
Yes.
There's only a certain window that you can swim them before the water's too cold.
I like how Lake Michigan is going to be the finale, because I'm hoping by then what you're doing will have grown even more, because it really has. It has grown.
That is the hope. Yeah.
We want it to grow even more. Bryan's Big Swims. That's where we want to head. Big Lake Swim, I should say, is where we want to send you. Is that correct?
Yes,
Bryan's Big
correct.
Lake Swim
Yep.
for Facebook.
Yep.
I want to make sure we get to the right spot.
Yep.
HollandAquatic.org will get you more information as well. And listen, you can just throw $5-10 their way right now. I mean, hop on website and throw $10 or $20 if you would like to support Bryan, or maybe you just like to help kids learn how to swim. I cannot wait to hear what the next big adventure brings, and we'll have you back.
Well, great. Well, thanks for having me on. It's
Absolutely.
good to be back. And I hope to see you again next year with 3 more.
That's the goal. Thank you so much for the time this morning, Bryan.
Thank you, Ted.